crazy. I want to be a father, but I've been fatherless most of my life. So I'm conflicted on my position on how I should raise my future child because it takes a village to raise a baby, but I be a wanderer in minds. Now an adult, still learning how to become a man, so I will not cause further demise because as a teenager, I parented parents. Even my mother's partners became seeds of mine. I stepped in to play his dad when he should have stepped in to help I was told, you gotta be there for him, his journey, like I was his sperm donor who caused his trials. Here I am, the youth, looking for guidance that everybody expects me to drive, and I wonder if you remember you made me, Pop. Because I can seem to never forget. Every day, I feel like a stranger and discomfortable in my own skin. I'm half of you, and I barely know and sometimes hate you, so I tend to hate half of the parts that's within the day. I was told we shared traits. I want to rip your chromosomes out by strand because genetics are evenly split. I look like my mother, so I probably internalized tendencies of him, and I don't remember or hear anything good about Pop, so now I'm questioning my intent. See, I'm the baby of the family. There are many males appointed above that could guide, but it seemed like I got the short end of the stick, though, because they all turned a blind eye. Brothers, cousins, uncles, no granddaddy. They was busy with their lives, but I can't fault them for their lack of help because I wasn't their fucking child. Boy, they needed nurturing, but instead received lashes and whips. I remember being beaten and locked in my room and used a specific corner to piss, and I always felt like a burden, or at best, least favorite. Good kid at heart, but bad from a lack of attention. Teenager is when I fully thought out my suicide attempt. I came to conclude that it wouldn't kill me, and I didn't want the negative attention, and just maybe, Pops would still intervene and lend a young boy an assist, so I gave myself a little more of father's time to figure out my existence. Adult, who can now use his dick with ill intent. Seems like everybody fucks me over, so now I wonder how it feels. I'm hypersexual from a lack of intimacy. Our sexual conquest makes us men thinking with the wrong head, putting it into tight spaces just so I can fit in, quickly realizing from a lack of precautions is where my fucked up life commenced. Sperm donor. When you can ejaculate the fertilizing egg. And for you and many alike, the job is over there. They never stay to nurture that kid because y'all drop seeds, then drop out, oblivious of the hardship at the hand, for like a neglectful babysitter or magician, how you appear then disappear, and that creates further imbalance within the child. Because now I'm wondering, is it something that I did? Well, rather you be dead or in jail, at least I understand why you're not here. Man, what I was told I was not by a nigga in similar circumstances. Under the same roof, sharing the same woman, my mother, but you undermined everything I did. He says, man, has bills in his name, provides and take care of his kids. So tell me, how the fuck are you a man when you don't do none of that shit? Parent. A parental figure that does the best that they can. And a woman can do a lot for a child, but she cannot raise that boy to become a man. That's why we need positive male figures to stop a reoccurring trend, because the system got us on drugs or on a straight line to the correction institutions, and without proper male guidance, we perpetuate toxic traits and disguise it as being masculine. Father, where were you when I needed a helping hand? Teach me how to fight, ride a bike, or to shoot my first baskets. Needed help with girls, money, and planning a life ahead. You missed graduations, games, and future grandkids, and I learned from my mistakes. But would rather take some advice to be better battle prepared. And I can't forget the numerous beatings or the reoccurring thievings. Last time I saw you, we locked eyes and you didn't recognize who your seed was. That's when I just proceeded walking by because you were no longer needed. And that's when I became the bigger man and I considered you beneath me. Dad, it's what I hope my future children scream out with love. It won't be perfect coming from my situation. It'll be trial and error on my terms because there's no male lineage to assist in my village. I'm forever getting it out the mud, but I'll be the seed creating roots for my family foundations for generations to come. And I promise to always try and be there because I know what absence does. Grateful for my trials because it showed me my perspective on the world, but I learned vicariously from my father figures on what not to be done. Poem.